Hi guys, it's Rike and welcome to another video if you're new here. My name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today's gonna be a short one, which is unusual for me, but we only have like a mini haul. And we have a few pieces from the new Cleo Harper Kelsey Wells collection. So Cleo Harper is an Australian activewear brand and I have shopped from them before. I'll just link the playlist up here so you can check that out in case you're interested. And they do have a few launches every few months. And I don't always shop from every launch. Sometimes, you know, I'm just not interested in their style and stuff, so that's fine. But yeah, this launch I did shop something, but not a lot, which is why this is going to be a short video. This time they collaborated with Kelsey Wells, and Kelsey Wells is an Instagram fitness influencer. Like there are so many out there these days. And you know, I don't know, I'd never really heard of her before, but she's apparently a pretty big one with like over or nearly 3 million followers on Instagram and stuff. And yeah, so they had like a whole event there for the launch and whatnot. But yeah, so the collection was like very earth toned. There was like a lot of browns and blacks and like some like a nice green color and stuff. And I'm not really into like these earthy tones, so you know, I wasn't like attracted by everything, but there was like 2 pieces I was really into. And they also did bring back some older pieces they had before and just like changed them a little bit. So added like just a little tweaks here and there to make them better, if that's true. Like, I mean, we'll see, you know. Yeah, exactly. So basically just like a lot of like, you know, neutral tones. And also Cleo Harper usually always has like front seam leggings. And apparently Kelsey Wells told them, let's get rid of the front seam. So they had like no front seam leggings on this launch, which was like very new for them, I think. And we also do have some slight glute detailing now, which they didn't have before. So I'm kind of excited to see that. And yeah, Cleo Harper is not a very cheap brand. And just to throw that out there. And they basically, if you shop from them, since they're in Australia, and if you don't live in Australia, they'll add the duties and taxes already to what you pay. So there's no duties and taxes to be paid anymore once it gets to your country. But like that's why the price is a little bit higher maybe than some other brands. But at least there won't be any bad surprises once you get it. So I appreciate that. You know, it makes it a little bit easier, and you can think about how much you actually want to spend on the pieces before you actually buy them. So that's good. I appreciate that. Also, every single one of their orders ships express with DHL. So it gets there very fast. You don't pay little money. You pay quite some money, but at least it's express shipped and everything. So yeah, no complaints. Anyway, and what I also really, really like about them, let me just grab that one sports bra out there that actually is a different piece that we'll talk about in just a little bit. But yeah, what I really like about their stuff is it comes in, yes, the plastic, like outer packaging from DHL, but then usually the pieces are not individually packed in plastic anymore, but you usually get some reusable totes, or I've also gotten laundry bags from them before that I could use and do use. So yeah, they always like pack it in an extra like thing that you can reuse, and it's not just plastic packaging for everything. And that's, I think, really nice. So here we have this Cleo Harper Kelsey Wells tote. So it's like mesh, black mesh, and then you just have the white straps. You know, and this is basically a free item. So like this one I didn't pay for, but it always comes in something. So yeah, obviously not always going to be this bag, but depending on, I guess, what they still have in stock or like what the collection is, you know. It also came with this card, it's just a thank you card with, so you can see one of the sets they had here as well. It's a little bit more nude and brown tones, a little bit of black. And then on the back it says, congratulations, you're now the owner of some seriously kick-ass clothing, but remember, our clothing is meant to be merely an outward expression of our inner goddess. And then it goes on like that. So that's just like a small personal message. Yeah, so we have that card. And then, as I might have mentioned, I got 2 items, but since apparently I placed one of the first orders, I also got these cool people socks, you know, like these thicker cotton socks, with the KW for Kelsey Wells and Cleo Harper. Yeah, I usually don't, I'm not usually the type of person to wear these. I don't know, I think my feet would just like, they would just sweat so much if I put like cotton socks on them. and like thick cotton socks like these are, but I know like some people like this style. So yeah, got these now. Designed in Australia, made in China. Thank you for choosing Cleo Harper Activewear. So yeah, that was a present. Don't think you can buy these. But let's get into the real deal, okay? So like I said, we have 2 pieces. They're both black. I know that's very surprising. Very, very surprising. Let's start with the sports bra. This is the Radiant Bralet. They call the sports bras bralets. And this one is the Kelsey Wells edition. So they call this Radiant KW Bralet. So I've had this one before in white and in blue. And they, as I mentioned before, they did some tweaks. They changed a few things on like some pieces that they brought back now. And they did change this one a little bit. So what is so really nice about this one is very unique. You have like a kind of halter neck situation up here. You have like a little bit of mesh in the front. And then of course also still some coverage. Removable cup pads. The Cleo Harper removable cup pads are always pretty thick, kind of a little bit push-up effect thick basically. And you have like some thin straps here further on the side. And then in the back it's just very strappy, very like nice, very unique again. So you just have like the thicker straps from the side and then these 2 thin straps. And we have that Cleo Harper metal logo here because that's just kind of cute and elegant. That's how they usually do it. And this time it actually says KW. Oops, can I show you? It says KW X Cleo Harper. So this is specific to this collection because usually this is one of the older pieces. This only says Cleo Harper. And yes, so this is the Radiant Bralet in white that I had from before. And basically the biggest difference is the thickness of the band underneath, or how long this is. So you can see this one has an extra elastic here underneath. This one does not have that anymore. And then in the back, you can also really clearly see that difference because this one only has like this thin band and this one has like a thicker elastic band underneath. So more support, I assume, than this one for sure. They're both a size small. And I also feel like they kind of like line up. Not 100%. But good enough. So yeah, I guess a size small should still fit like a size small. But yeah, this is always like, their fabrics are usually more sleek, less brushed, but this is still very soft. This is a polyester elastane mix. And yeah, this one's just so pretty. That's why I had to have it, you know? And black is just such a versatile color. So let's see it on. All right, I'm wearing full on black, and this definitely does not happen very often. So yeah, I mean, if it's black, you know, it has to be something very special. But yeah, we have the Radiant Bralet here, so I would argue it is something very special, you know. As I've mentioned, they have made some slight changes to it, so it's definitely like shorter. And I will also say this is not very tight around here. So I'm kind of like, you know, I mean, it's not gonna just like go over my boobs and expose them, but like still, like I feel like I'm not as secure as I was in the other versions, or the other version, I guess. But it's still very cute sports bra. We have like this neck strap situation here, and as always, like I'm usually very irritated if I have something close to my neck. So the same goes for this one, but I get used to it like after 5 minutes of wearing it, so it's fine. So if you're a little bit sensitive, like just like me, then you'll get used to it. It's not a problem. We have like extra straps here for extra support, obviously. Removable cup pads. If you have some boobs, you'll see some cleavage here with the mesh that we have. And yeah, it's just like, there's basically not really anything underneath here. And then in the back, very thin straps for sure. So you have these ones that come from the whole neck situation. And then these ones are the ones that come from the normal straps. And then you just have some extra fabric on the sides. And then here basically just really a very, very thin strap at the bottom. And this is basically exactly what you also have under your boobs. So do not expect a lot of support. Support-wise, I would definitely say this is light support, even with my small chest. I guess if you have a bigger chest, you'd be less afraid of it, you know, going over your boobs. So maybe that's a plus for this one then. But yeah, for sure, I don't feel as secure as I did with the other ones. With that more thicker like band underneath. I think it's actually, let me just grab that because I have it here. like here we have like a full-on elastic underneath. So I kind of wish we had that here too. Just for the support, you had a seam there and an elastic here. And now it's really just like this thin strap. I mean, it's for aesthetics, I understand, but like for like actually working out, it would have been nice to have the elastic. You know, I can still do it, obviously, it's not a problem, but like there's always going to be this little bit of like insecureness about whether this is going to stay there or not. So yeah, you'll have to decide if you want to live with that or not. I think it's like otherwise like a very, very pretty sports bra, definitely very unique. A thing you shouldn't be hiding under a top for sure. So if you like, I feel like also it would be hard to hide because it goes so high on your neck, unless you wear like a turtleneck or something for working out. But yeah, for sure, like I think it's a piece that needs to be shown off, and it is very cute, but like also like just would prefer like a little bit more of a secure situation underneath the chest here, if that makes sense. I think it does make sense, you know, just for you know, feeling a little bit better about like, you know, doing whatever in this. Because I mean, for sure, I can jump and stuff, like, and you see it's not moving, but like there's always going to be this little doubt in my mind. And I mean, yes, it is so cute, and I like how it looks and everything, you know, it's just like, it's very, very pretty for sure. You also do have this metal logo on here, by the way. I wonder if they had to make this thinner or not, if it was already like basically exactly the right size now for this very thin strap. But yeah, it's so cute. I like it a lot. And I mean, the black now can be paired with anything, so I will probably get over my fear of like this exposing me, and I'll definitely wear it. But yeah, the elastic would have been just so much nicer, I think. It's just for peace of mind, you know. I didn't really think it ruined the look of the sports bra, especially because we have like this wider area there as well. So basically, I think it would have, you know, not ruined the look too much if you think about it. Like you have this wider area here, basically, and then just the thicker elastic. Because I think what Kelsey Wells said was that she wanted this strap to be as thin as the thin straps for just the looks, but I think it would have been fine with just the normal elastic. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's still very pretty, very cute, just not like the most high support sports bra. All right, I just realized I forgot to show you the socks, right? So I just completely like, you know, didn't acknowledge them anymore, but let's see these on too, of course. All right, I of course cannot keep the socks from you. Here we go. There's the socks. There we go. Oops. No, I'm too close. But here are the socks. I usually don't wear these types of socks, you know. I guess it's, you know, a lot of people do it these days. It's a cool look, I guess. It's just not me. I'm not cool, I guess. I'm not cool enough to do this. But yeah, here we have them. They're quite comfortable. They're very cottony, 100% cotton. And yeah, that's the socks. All right, the second and last piece that I got is the Odyssey KW Legging. So they've had the Odyssey legging out before, and now again, they've made some changes. So that's why they call it the Odyssey KW Legging. This is also made from like a more sleek polyester elastane fabric. So the same fabric that we had on the Radiant Sports Bra or the Radiant Bralette. I got this one in size medium. We have no top seam on this one, and as I already mentioned before, we have no front seam on these either. So this is basically the first time they didn't do a front seam on these Cleo Harper leggings. And then in the back, we have some curved glute seams too, which is also new. Usually we only had ever like straight across seams in the back. So I'm really excited for that. The waistband should be pretty nice and high. I don't see it being tapered very much, so we'll see how that works for me. But I know this only looks like a black pair of leggings right now, but we do have a very, very flattering, and I at least assume it's flattering, like mesh side panel. It's really hard to show right now. I think I have to show it to you when I have it on, but like it's very long. It goes along your whole leg. And it's like kind of, like it starts like thinner and then it kind of just like, kind of goes wider. So I think it's going to be super flattering for sure. So yeah, that's like on both sides of the leg. You have this like mesh here. It's like not the softest mesh, but it's still like pretty decent. I think it's gonna be very durable. So yeah, it's the whole leg basically. And I think it's like just the way also the mesh is shaped, it's gonna be pretty flattering. I'm sure. I hope at least. And again, we have this KW x Cleo Harper logo there as well. If this is a bit too much, they also do have just some plain leggings, as in no mesh, but still like the slight glute detailing and also the no top seam, no front seam. And they had that in like brown, a nice dark forest green color print, and also in black. So they also do have some more like normal leggings. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how they fit now. I've always had like, Cleo Harper usually had top seams, which is why they never slid down too much. But they've always fit good, just not like my favorite, I guess. Maybe because of the front seam, maybe because of the top seam. I don't know. Maybe because of the no glute detailing. But now, I mean, it has the glute detailing, it has the no front seam, no top seam, so it can only be good, right? Let's see it. Let's see these on. All right, onto these Odyssey mesh leggings. They said they had like improved the fit a lot. We don't have a front seam on these. I think that's the first time ever that Cleo Harper leggings don't have front seams. So I don't really get any camel toe issues with these here. So that's definitely good. If you like these leggings, there's also some without mesh in different colors. Because yeah, we have this sexy mesh here on the side. But that's kind of like what drew me to these, you know? Like I think the mesh panel is like really, really flattering. Like I think it's really cute. We do have the Cleo Harper metal thing here on the side now. But yeah, no top seam on these, which is also very unusual for them. No front seam. And we have curved glute seams. You probably can't see them as well because this is a black legging, but we do have the curved glute seams. And I think that's also a first for Cleo Harper leggings. So I was really excited for these. They had also said they had made some fit improvements. Along with like the glute seam detailing and the no top seam and the no front seam. But they just don't fit as nicely as my other Cleo Harper leggings, sadly. Like they fit, I went for a size medium, but like there's some tightness going on exactly at the thickest area here, where my thighs and my butt kind of are the thickest. Like it's a little bit tight there, but just there. And then I do get some gaping up top here, like hold on, I had it because I also need to constantly pull them up, but like there's some gaping there for sure. And yeah, I constantly need to pull them up because they are a sleek fabric and there's just no compression for me up top here. Like I do have extra space in the back and the front. They don't have a top seam, so they don't really unfortunately stay put for me. But they're still tight here, so I could not have sized down to a small. For like I would have loved to for like up here to get like a little bit more compression to have them not slide down, but like around here it's really tight. It's like it's gonna be fine, like I can move and stuff, you know, but like yeah, I constantly need to pull these up, unfortunately. So I don't think it would have been better for like if I had gone for like the non-mesh leggings, because these were they said they were basically the exact same cut. I think they called them the form leggings. But yeah, exact same cut with no top seam, no front seam, and the slight glute detailing that we also have here, just like without the mesh basically. So while these look like really nice and I feel like the fabric feels really good, they're just not a good fit for me with my small waist and the larger butt thigh area. I do still think they look really, really flattering, really good, and I will still like wear them, but definitely not for like things where I need to move around a lot, because I don't like to have to pull up my leggings all the time, you know? So yeah, just be aware in case you want to try these, because they're new and they have like, you know, the no top seam and the no front seam. I guess this is more important for most people. So if you've never tried Cleo Harper, now you're like, okay, they have no front seam now. Yeah, just be aware that, you know, if you have like a body type like me with a smaller waist and the bigger butt and thighs, it might not be perfect. Fit-wise. And since they're Australian based, I don't know how returns work. I've never tried that. But yeah, they do have their duties and taxes always included at least. So, you know, that's good. But yeah, they're also a little bit shorter than a 7/8 length on me. So kind of like borderline length. But yeah, I think the mesh is just so cute. It's just like, I expected a lot more from the fit when they said that they improved it and everything. I don't know. Maybe I expected too much. Yeah, I still think it's a very cute set. I will still wear it. And it's sexy, you know. But yeah, I just like I said, I just had higher expectations for the fit. But yeah. All right, it's conclusion time. So, I mean, this was only a mini haul. And I will say, like, yeah, I mean, I did expect a little bit more from the fit. I did prefer having the elastic underneath the chest on the previous Radiant Bralette version for sure. Like I said, it's still such a pretty bra, and I don't think, like, I see what they were going for design-wise, but I think I would have just preferred the thicker band, have a little bit more support, a little less worry. And, you know, that would have just been a little bit nicer. And yeah, the leggings, I don't know, I was expecting so much because, I don't know, I was just expecting them to fit better around my waist, or, yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't perfect, you know? And I was thinking about, like, ordering, like, an extra pair of those form leggings, so the ones without the mesh, but otherwise a very similar cut, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because, I mean, I guess the fit would have been the same, that they wouldn't have been, like, perfect around the waist, and then, you know, so that's the thing. Like, I mean, if I already spent so much money on a pair of leggings, I kind of want them to fit perfectly, right? I don't want to have to pull them up all the time. And I definitely noticed, like, during the try-ons, like, the squat tests and stuff, I really had to pull them up so much. And that's just like, that's not what I want, you know? And I never had this with any other Cleo Harper leggings, so I guess the fit they had before, maybe it was also the top seam, because top seams usually help with keeping things up, making them stay up. Maybe that was better, I don't know. But yeah, I had higher expectations for this. I will still wear these pieces, obviously, and they're still, like, beautiful, but just, like, functionality-wise, I had higher expectations. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested in Cleo Harper, you can go check out their website. I don't think they have any, like, athlete codes or discount codes usually, so don't bother looking for that, I guess. They do have, like I said, some in the beginning, like, they have, like, new collections launching every now and then. And I guess they're most famous for their bralets, as they call their sports bras. So feel free to check those out if you're looking into, like, some beautiful ones, because they do really have some really cute and pretty ones, for sure. Otherwise, yeah. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, if you like Cleo Harper, if you've never tried them, if you're interested in trying them, let me know in the comments down below. You can also follow me on Instagram and DM me there, but I'm way more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So yeah, if you've sent me DM and I haven't gotten back to you yet, just drop your comment here or your question and I'll get back to you here as soon as I can. Otherwise, this was a shorter video than usual, I think. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, I really appreciate your support. If you haven't yet, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel so you get notified about all the new and upcoming videos. And that's it. Yeah. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.